Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. I forgot what our hair was. Well, our wig. Alright, so today, what are we gonna do? I'm not entirely sure. Looks like our peach and cherry trees back here are finally blooming again. Oh, and these ones all are too. Hooray. Okay. So now, the reason why I wanted to plant so many is so that we have a bunch to sell. So I'm going to quickly go actually put things away to clear out our inventory a bit. I'm only going to carry with us the essentials. Now, essentials for right now, given we don't have a red turnip around. Come down to this tab. Yeah, I should have enough room to put tools away in here. Just gonna move those over. Well, we don't need the umbrella. And we don't need the watering can. Leaving us with literally only 4 tools with us. And 1 will always be in our hands. So only 3 spots being used up by that. We don't really need these right now. Now, for this furniture stuff. And the hat. I probably should just went the other way. I can't remember what tab I stopped putting things on. We're gonna put the sleeping bag in here and the post. And we're just gonna put our bunny hood right there. And there we go. We now have a bunch of space to just put things. And we're going to, because we're going to be shaking all of these exotic fruit trees. Because as much as fruit may not stack... Oops. I should just get that off screen. It's harder too with where I've moved the sensor bar again. I don't know if I mentioned that. But it's quite a bit harder to not be pointing at it now. And it mostly just got moved because it kept falling down. I might also start writing... Pockets are full. So I'll drop that. Pull this out. Pick that up. And now we'll head off to Nook's with what we've got. Now we know the 2 fish we have are probably not going to be worth a whole lot. Weed. Oh, there's something on the bulletin board. Let's come check that out real quick. There will be a point special on April 7th. Earn 5 times the number of points that day. Okay. So on the 7th, we'll really want to go do some shopping at Nook's. That'll be actually quite handy. Get up to Nook's. It's so far away. Why did I move into the beach house? Well, I know why. It's because I like the beach house. It was the coziest. Hey, buddy. I want to sell. All I want to sell is cherry, peach, cherry, cherry, rainbow trout, and barbel steed. For all that, he'll give 6,000 bells. Yeah, I'll take that. That's 2,100 short of what we normally get from the money rock. I mean, this isn't something we'll be able to do every day, but with each of those being worth 500, that is a decent little chunk of money every so often. I do wish they would stack. That way you could carry more, but you have to wait until New Leaf for that. They start stacking in New Leaf, and they stack up to 9, which still, in my opinion, isn't enough if you're trying to clear your entire town of fruit. Why I'd be trying to completely clear my town of fruit to confuse someone at what fruit my town was. If there's no trees with fruit, then you just have to guess. Okay. Now let's pick up the rest of these. And the one thing you'll never have to worry about is bees coming out of a fruit tree. That will never happen. Not until you've shaken it once, at the very least. Are there any flowers just over here? Yes, there are. Yeah, I'm gonna plant... What do I have? Cosmos. Alright. I'll plant these ones here. These ones here. There we go. There's the start of a little field of flowers. Now I gotta move that over there, that there. We have 3 spots left. Okay. Let's see if I can get cycled over to the shovel. And what does our inventory look like now? Yeah, now there's just a hole there. I don't get why it does that. We will probably be doing some more fishing today. Probably of ocean fish. And we'll probably actually be heading into town today to get our fortune told. I know I mentioned I would do that yesterday, and I didn't have the time. Well, today, I physically have the time. So, you know, that'll work. Even though it turned out yesterday I had the time as well, I was just assuming that, you know, I wouldn't. Because I was so late. Because of company. Pick these 3. Move Peach to there. Oh, we have 4 spots, actually. We could actually just do a little bit of fishing, like, right now. I just need to fix my inventory tool-wise to make sure... Okay, no, everything is still fine. Now, I want to do some ocean fishing. Because if the river fish are that drastically changed, then in theory the ocean fish are as well. Hey, Gabby. Just looking for ocean fish. Doing slow walk. Not seeing any. Though I've always generally had, well, not always, but generally had good luck with just random casts. Anything? No. It's because I said it, isn't it? Whoops. Whoops. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. How about ocean fish? I know you exist. There should at least be sea bass around. Yep, there's one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a can. It isn't a can, it's a can't. Yeah. Pull the weed. Yeah, I'm just gonna check the river. Oh. Oh. Found our fossil. I actually found it today. Inventory, please. It might be quicker pushing left and right on the D-pad, but it's not reliable. Because I literally was just trying to go back to the fishing rod, and he pulls out the slingshot. Come on, fishy. You know you want the bobber. Yeah, that bobber. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a horse mackerel. Well, we're not having much luck at all. We have room for one more because of finding the fossil. One last chance for a new fish. 1. Went down 2, it's a horse mackerel. Bloody horse mackerels. They're worthless. They have, like, no value. A sea bass is worth more than they are. At least that's how it seems. But no, we get them all the time. The sea bass are supposed to be the common ones, and we rarely see them when we're, looking for them. Hey, Nook. I do have more things for you, buddy. Why did my Wiimote think it saw the sensor? Well, why did the sensor think it saw the Wiimote? I have the Wiimote pointed at the wall away from the sensor bar. I'm basically holding the Wii remote sideways. But now I do need it, though. Horse mackerel, empty can. Peach, 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 cherry, cherry, peach, peach, peach. Selling a lot of princesses. For all that, give 4,300 bells. I'll take it. So we basically got 10,300 bells from what we sold today. And then 8,100 from the money rock. And I do not want any of this furniture. Wait, maybe I'll want some of this. Arched window. Is this? Oh, that is. Oh, that is. I'll take it. What is this? Round carpet. Let's see it. Yeah, I'll take it. Gotta change the flooring and wallpaper of our house. Because why not, I guess. I probably shouldn't, but we're going to anyway. Now, let's check these little pools. Oh, there's a tiny fish. Eh. Why, brain? Why? Oh, new bug. Ah, caught a mantis. He didn't have a prayer. Hey, is this another fossil? It is. 2 fossils. Ah, ah, ah. See if I can find the fishing rod. There we go. That is totally reliable when you need it. There may be another tiny fish in here. I messed up getting that other tiny fish. Forgot to check. Do we have a new villager today? No. Alright, so it's gonna take a little while before someone moves in. Fish! One. 2. Yeah, Felicity is mad at me, I think. Yeah, let's talk with her. Heya, Steven. Woohoo, me. So, like, Mott and Bree seem like they get along pretty well, right? Well, the other day I asked them if they were, lovey-dovey. They denied everything. Apparently they're just neighbors and stuff. What a bummer. I was really hoping for some good dirt, me. Fair enough. We just seem to have better luck catching things in the river. Well, going back to what Felicity was talking about, it would be actually kind of interesting if your animals would date, so to speak. But at the same time, then people would just be trying to coordinate which animals date, and it would turn Animal Crossing into what Fire Emblem has been turned into, which is just a dating sim with game added onto it. If anyone likes the newer Fire Emblems, good on you. I really wish I could see what you see. But to me, they're just bland grind fests. I mean, they're not even actually the first games to have introduced, like, a reclassing system. But they are the first one to introduce it in a bad way. Like, to explain for people who don't know even what Fire Emblem is, or reclassing. In the first game that reclassing was added, which is basically just changing a character's class to something else, their level would be maintained. Well, this is new, I think. A pop-eyed goldfish. He's bugging out. Cool. But their level would be maintained. So if they were level 5, they'd still be level 5. In Awakening and onwards, when you reclass them... And hello, Lucy. Trying to explain something here. Steven, I need a little help here, and I don't know quite how to ask, but... I really need to find a pop-eyed goldfish. If you happen to run across one, would you please let me know, Snoo? I'll give it to her. No way! You're not joking, Snoo? What a coincidence. Oh, you wouldn't have any plans to get rid of it soon, would you? Because I would so pay you... Holy... That is a lot of money. That's fine. Thank you. Here's your fish. I have to see. Sneeze. Can only imagine what that's going to look like later. Well, it'll probably be a solid peak. But me peeking, where I have my audio settings set up, isn't an actual peak, which is nice. It basically means I am immune to the peak, to a degree. I could probably still peak the microphone, but my audio levels attempt to counteract that. Yeah, basically in Fire Emblem Awakening and onwards, which is the most recent games, when you reclass a character, they go back to level 1, allowing you to level them up again, which wouldn't be so bad if they didn't keep stat gains. So basically, it turns into a game of who can get their characters to max stats first, kind of thing. Oh, massage chair. At least when it came to, you know, the early running into other players battling with each other. Because you could do that. You could battle with other players. You know, and their parties, and, you know, stuff like that. And, like, it just turned the game into a grind fest. Especially on the higher difficulties, you basically have to sit and grind, and grind, and grind. There is no just playing smarter. Because the enemies will just simply overpower you very quickly if you don't sit and grind. Meanwhile, in the previous games, the enemies did get more difficult. If you played smartly and built your team right, you would do just fine. I mean, that's kind of why the higher difficulties in games always mention, you know, for such and such a game, veterans, or, you know, stuff like that. Is because the higher difficulties shouldn't just be more grinding. They should be, you know, thoughtful planning. Especially where Fire Emblem's a tactics game. So... But I'm just kind of ranting about it. It's been a rant I've honestly been wanting to do for a long time. Darn it. Darn it. Well... Missed out on that fish. I think my bobber is on land, maybe. I don't know where my bobber is. I think it was at the edge of its reach. But we need to find another tiny fish. Because we had that pop-eyed goldfish, but then Lucy wanted it. And I couldn't exactly tell her no. Hey, Felicity. I mean, if you want that fish I caught, Felicity, I can just give it to you. It's not terribly valuable. I'm gonna have this side of the river. Trying to find another tiny fish. I'm guessing the pop-eyed goldfish is pretty rare. And I may have just doomed myself. But, yeah, I should know. You all probably have noticed just from my little rant there. I am a very opinionated gamer. And I suppose I didn't even explain what they did with Fire Emblem and turned it into a dating sim. I should explain that. Basically, they made it so your characters have always had a relation with each other. And you could get generally 1 up to... Basically, the relationships went from C to S. Each character could only have 1 S-rank relationship with another character, and it was always basically described as they were just kind of best buds. Started in Awakening, with starting with Awakening, they started having them get married. And, you know, that turned it into a game where people were buying it so they could, you know, get these people married. A lot of the people I knew who bought the game didn't buy it because it was a Fire Emblem. They bought it because they could match their companions with each other and, you know, cause them to date. They could also, they themselves, via the avatar character, date one of them. You know, it turned it into just a dating sim, and that's kind of lame. That's not tactics-based gameplay. How am I gonna get that tiny fish? Oh, well, he's coming over here. Notice, notice tiny fish. Notice me, fish senpai. That's the wall. You're noticing the wall. Is the wall more interesting than me? Probably. Darn it. Tiny fish. Notice me. Darn it. There we go. 1, 2. It's not what I was after, but it still looks different. Oh no, guppy. Okay, we already had a guppy. Don't need another guppy, but that was our last spot. We do have those 2 fossils, though. And the mantis. But everything else here, we've already donated. Well. Time to, yeah. Hey, Blathers. I'm gonna start by giving you the thing you're gonna not like the most. Donations for you. And you're gonna get this first. He's in a pen. Hoo-hoo, I dare say that's a mantis. Stop! Do not free it! Leave the beast caged! Tell me, Steven, have you ever seen the egg case of a mantis? It's not much to look at, really. It's just a little sack about the size of your fist, and it's not even all that vile. But come spring, it bursts asunder, and hundreds of baby mantises spring forth. I dare say my issue with bugs began with one such egg case ruptured within my desk. The horror. Blech, enough, I say. Thanks for the donation. We shall endeavor to keep the wretch safe and happy. Yep, I have more things for you, buddy. Don't worry, I'm not just gonna give you a bug. Yet. I'm sure we'll have a day where all I'll have to give you is a bug. I mean, I'm sure a fossil to identify will be with it, but it'll probably be one we already have, and, you know. Stegoskull. We already have that. Oh. Watch that day be today, buddy. Because if this other fossil is something we also already have. It's weird that we're getting a repeat already. Though we might also just have more fossils than I'm giving myself credit for. Whoops. No, I want to identify it. Blathers. Blathers. I want to identify it. I just accidentally hit the wrong button. There you go. There we go. Snating. Plesioneck. We already have... All we've given him today is a bug. At least he had 2 fossils to identify. And we'll have 2 fossils to sell for some more money. Tomorrow, we're definitely going on Operation Popeye Goldfish. Usual, right? Yeah, the price is 200 bucks. Do 5. So there's anyone, most people can enjoy this. Enjoy. Yep, I'm gonna take a drink of my tea, which will probably be a bit colder than normal, because it's been about 7 extra minutes. Brew this up special for you. Enjoy. Thank you. Should also note this is also my first cup of tea of the day, which is great. It's mild and bitter. The perfect cup of coffee. It's a delicate balance of contradictions. I just love how he starts that one by just groaning. It's good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure Brewster is just kind of concerned now. It's just like, what just happened? But we're gonna head over to Nook's, sell some things, and then head into town. Whoops. I also really need to get into the habit of playing later at night. Like, I often am in this room because this is where my main PC is that I edit on. I say main PC. It's my editing PC now. My laptop is my main computer, but it's where I edit anyway. So like I gotta get in the habit of just possibly like before I start editing to just pop in here and see if the traffic cones have been moved. Hey, 11,640. We've made a decent little chunk of money today. Let's go buy a single piece of clothing from Gracie Grace and spend it all. I still want the princess set. But it's so expensive. I don't know how I'm gonna ever get that much money. I think I'm honestly just going to need to start cutting down all of the non-fruit trees and then planting a fruit tree where it is of an exotic fruit. And just all of my native fruit trees, cut them all down but one. And just... just to get more tree space to sell fruit. I guess to say, Sprat. Ye look mighty young. Are ye a student, perhaps? No, thankfully I'm not. Probably should be, but I'm not. Yar, Arr, to be young again. Youth be a treasure greater than any under the sea. We get the short end, matey. Lasses get ever more lovely as they age, but we lads get crustier. Yer, anyhow, here be the city. You got all your affairs in order there. Enough with ye, me wee gubby. Remember, the city ain't just for buying stuff. It be for making memories. Fair enough, and I've been making a lot of memories with Lyle. Is that Pippi? Top left. Is that Pippi? No, we're heading right over there if that's Pip. I think that's Pippi. Yes, that is Pippi. Let me move. Pippi! The clerk at Gracie Grace is like so cute. And she's totally full of charisma too. She's like a celebrity clerk or whatever, little hair. It's Pippi! Ah! And... Sir, you are majestic. Gaston. I was planning to stop by Red's shop while I was here, but now I'm not so sure I should go. Part of the city is awfully sketchy, you know, monsieur. Ah, so he's French. At least I think that's French. We don't ever need to go to Shampoodle ever again. I mean, this hairdo is perfection. What we do need to do is stop in here and get our fortune told. It'd be pretty helpful. Welcome back, lost soul of the Gemini sign, weary traveler of many winding paths. I can unravel the threads of destiny that surround you and coax the happiness within you to bloom. I, Katerina, will foresee your future or reveal the charm that lies hidden for just 100 bells. Tell my fortune. Very well, let me bring your star matrix into view. Bucket! Why is it always a bucket with this? Ah, yes. I am starting to see it. I can see the brilliant glow of Mercury above an Aries. It is the great keeper of promises, here today to fulfill an oath taken long, long ago. The oath itself is known only to those bound by it. As you may have noticed, the gravitational pull of the stars surrounding you is on the rise. This has a distinct effect on you, namely a marked increase in your attractive power. I think that's the pompadour, Katerina. I think you'll divine what I mean once you try approaching someone carrying something. Or perhaps you won't know what I mean. That is all. Yes, now I will require 100 bells. May happiness find you and yours. And remember that bad times are just times that are bad. Great fortune. Great fortune. It literally meant nothing. She said nothing. And then took 100 bells. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, let's... Ah, hello there. Here for another shine. I'll shine those shoes right up until they sparkle for a mere 500 bells. Shine. Alright, one first class shine coming right up. Just tell me how you want your shoes. I can match them by color, or I can match them to the style you're going for. What'll it be? Match my style. What a choice. I've got just the finish to match your style, and I fumbled that and didn't read it all. Blue! Kix, you just cheated. Kix, please. Alright, all finished. What do you say? Shining as a brass whistle. Since your shoes just needed a quick buffing, this time the shine's on the house, friend. But do me a favor. You've got to promise me that you'll come again. Okay? You just cheated. At least you didn't take any money for it. You know, I want to stop in at Gracie Grace. I want to see if this, featured set has changed, because I think she'll do that occasionally. Welcome to Gracie Grace, where we specialize in wearable art and hot culture for the home. Just so you know, we also accept payments by shopping cart. Alright, no, it's still a princess set. Feel free to try on anything you like. Alright, let's just say the same thing again. These are all so expensive, and only like one of them is decent looking. It's an issue that Gracie Grace has. Expensive clothing. It's just all ugly. Wait. Mitzi! I love checking out the latest model room. Well, technically I love stealing the latest decorating tips. Mitzi's an old villager. She's been around since like the first game. And if anyone here watches Peanut Butter Gamer, you'll know that he has kind of an obsession with her. Well, we've had our fortune told. We might as well head home. I still don't understand how to get into Reds. I don't get it. I think I'm doing everything right, but I don't know. I'm gonna read up more on that again later, just to see if I can find out any more information than what I already have. What news of the city, Sprats? And any going-ons that might be your interest? Yer, you know what I mean. Like celebrities on a date, or celebrities doing anything at all. When you're in me lines of work, passengers get to rumoring and I get to listening with both ears. Every now and then, I'll hear a juicy bit that might show up on one of me beloved gossip shows, you know? Yar now, Halifax ahoy! This be your stop, Sprat. Gar, guess I gots to wait for any good gossip. If you remember any choice bits, do an old salt a favor and give them up the next time you ride on the bus. Well, I mean, there's really nothing to... there's nothing worth telling, buddy. Sorry. I got hit in the head with a bucket, but I don't think you care about me. It threatened to mess up the pompadour. Let's say the music hasn't started back up, but it has. Well, let's stop at the Able Sisters. Might be able to find a new facial accessory, though I don't think I want to. Like, I think I like the duck bill. It's just like the best thing. There's a hat, but I can't wear the hat and the wig. There's a starry shirt. Nah, I'm good. Welcome, Steven. Well, it's Wednesday, or hump day as they call it. Whoever they are. Sometimes that hump looks huge, but let's both try to get over it. Fair enough. Yeah, I will come back. Probably tomorrow. To see what you have tomorrow as well. Oh yeah, to an update on yesterday, I feel like I should point out. Yeah, I mentioned I had 100 gigs of finished video to move. Yeah, I was off by about 98 gigs. I had almost 200 gigs of files to transfer, which meant they were just finishing up when I came in to edit. And I started them around 6. I edit at 11. Oh, Steven, I was hoping I'd find you. Were you looking for this? Every time I looked at my regal wall, I got this vision of you. Or maybe it was more of an energy than a vision. It's kind of freaky now that I think about it. Whatever, I just think you should totally have it, Mimi. Oh. Whoa, Benedict. You're like panting and breathing all hard. What happened, Mimi? Yeah, I tried to make a homemade milkshake with the leftovers in my fridge. You know what was in it? Tuna casserole, and beet salad, and banana bread, and rice pudding. I feel really funny. Oh my gosh, it like sounds really terrible. Yeah, I thought it would taste better than it did. Don't take this the wrong way or whatever, but I'm gonna go stand over there, Mimi. Fair enough. I can't blame her. That sounded just gross. Like, Benedict, please. Yeah, let's catch this fish. Assuming it'll notice me. It doesn't want to notice me. Yeah, we'll leave it alone then. It clearly wants to be free. And this episode's been going on for nearly... Well, it's been going on for 40 minutes now. So I think that's about time to end it off. So next Sunday, we'll probably be getting our watering can back out. And I'll probably get our umbrella out on days it looks kind of foggy in here. I mean, I should probably be carrying it around more so my character doesn't get horribly tanned. But, you know. With that, I thank you all very much for watching. And hope to see you again next time for more Animal Crossing City Folk. See you all then.